yeah, in the whole wide world. It's your man, Jason Carey. Steph Tiller, it's the morning coffee Swig. Happy Taco Tuesday. Man, I know y'all been missing me saying Taco Tuesday. Y'all been saying that on your own, haven't y'all? Y'all been saying that on your own. Great morning, Steph.
Great morning. Great morning, everybody.
How are you this morning? We here. Wait a minute.
So what good. Feel great. Feel amazing. I do.
Hey man, you know what it is? It's that time. You hear that taste? Taste. Taco Tuesday. Touch me Tuesday. Tease me a little bit Tuesday. Don't tease me, girl. You better. Woo! That's what I tell them. You know what it is? How was your Monday? How was your motivational Monday? Your money making Monday? How was it?
Oh my God, it was really good. And so check this out. I did a thing. Where I did a thing, y'all. I did a thing. So what I did was I got up. I went to sleep early, but I mean, all day was productive. It was really good. I ended up eating seafood. That's my favorite. But so before I laid down, I laid down early.
Now let me down to sleep.
At 4:30 in the morning, I jumped back up. Can't go back to sleep. So I decided that I would sign up for another class, and I did.
What class is this stuff?
What kind of class? Well, this is at Harvard University.
Oh.
What
kind of class is this stuff? You got to
This is a business strategy.
Tell the people.
Business strategy, branding, and marketing.
You being coy. Let them know what you're talking about.
No, so I'm not the only what do you call that? Disappointment to the family no more. Because once I finish this class, I don't care that it is a certificate. I'll be like this in everybody's face.
It's a Harvard. Is that you gotta say Harvard? You be like, yeah, man. So I went to TSU, man. I did a little class over at Vanderbilt, and then I went to Harvard. You gotta say.
Oh my God! If I gotta learn it that way to be considered an alumni, because I go to I'm alumni after this class.
You straight along.
I need a Letterman's jacket.
Bet not. I mean, look, she coming. Look, Steph. Look. She got on that damn sweater. Hey, man.
Harvard graduate. And then I also have another one from Yale University, so I'll be attending both of them. Doing both of the classes. Oh yeah,
Poison Ivy.
Oh, I'm showing out.
Ivy League face.
Ivy League.
Oh man. Ivy League.
I couldn't afford to go then, but now COVID has made it very affordable. So yeah, I'm good on that.
King
How
COVID.
Was your,
King COVID.
Then. How was your Monday? What did you do yesterday?
Fantastic Monday. You know, Monday is the recording day. It's recording day for Minds of Mischief. We got another fun episode coming to you guys on Wednesday. So you guys look out for that. Tons of fun. It's always fun when the boys get together. Yeah, you never know. I tell people on the show that you already know.
You can tell by the pictures, y'all are hot mess.
Yeah, oh yeah. And together? The thing is, you ain't no telling. You hit play and you hit record, and it's just no telling what's gonna come out of anybody's mouth or where the conversation's gonna go. You never know when this conversation's gonna go. But hey, I'm excited about it. So yeah, it was Monday was a good day. Monday was a good day for that reason alone. No matter what else I do on Monday, it's a good day for that reason. So hey man. So, you know what it is. It's Taco Tuesday. We got to get it started. Let's get into a swig of news. What you got for me this morning, Steph?
Ooh, child. It's a lot going on in the news right now. President Donald Trump is still refusing to give Joe Biden, the new president-elect Joe Biden, any access to critical information. He's being briefed.
We're going to stop calling him president. He old boy now. He ain't old boy.
Who,
He
Donald
ain't
Trump?
got. He ain't got. Yeah, he ain't got no privilege to be president
His
no more.
name
He
is
old boy.
Donald Trump. I'll
Hey,
call
old
him
boy.
president. I just call him Donald Trump. Old boy.
Old boy.
Yeah,
That's
good
what he
old boy.
getting. Nothing. Old
All
boy.
right, so the problem that we're having, that we're running into right now, is that he is refusing. He and people from his administration are refusing to let Joe Biden inside of the plan moving forward for COVID-19. Since this has right now the world is at a surge like they didn't believe, because we thought it was going up, then it started going down, and then it was regulated, and now it has like quadrupled to a point where the doctors are now coming forth and they're even going on strike. Some doctors are saying they are walking off the job as a labor protest to say, this is too much, what are we doing as a country? Now, with that being said, we still have Donald Trump in office, and we have the new president-elect Biden. Donald Trump refuses to give Biden the plan, refuses to let him be briefed. Now, he will be briefed today, but it's still unofficial. He still won't get any of the information that he needs to pertain to the citizens of, the U.S. With that also being said, Joe Biden made a statement that said, many more will die if, he's not able to get access to the plan moving forward. States, most of the majority of the states are, as of today, are now not only just mandating the mask, but they're going back on lockdown. Many more will die if they're going back on lockdown. So you can expect that.
Back on lockdown, locked up. That's gonna be the new. That's the new theme song for 2020. Can't let me out. Right. They won't let me out.
Georgia.
I'm locked up.
Georgia. So now what they're saying is, for 3 weeks you can no longer travel. So for the next 3 weeks, they're saying everyone to stay home. Thanksgiving, don't go see your family for Thanksgiving. Even if you're in the same state, they're saying no family gatherings, none whatsoever. It's getting really, really bad. In California, they've reached levels where their hospitals are just overcrowded. To even get a rapid COVID test is taking them like 3 to 4 hours. The lines are wrapped around, exactly, and that's alarming. That's very much so alarming. Also with Trump right now, he is asking for options as to how he wants to send a nuclear attack on Iran. And it's because Iran has...
Wait a minute. A nuclear attack?
This is...
He wanted... You said Trump wanted to do this. Trump want to do this before he's out of office. Of course. This is what I'm saying. This is the problem. This is what nobody's listening to. Like, yo, you got to go corral old boy right now. He like... I'm headed out anyway. He about to let out some white supremacists. He go pardon the white supremacists. He go push the red button. There's a bunch of stuff and they gonna dip. And wait, hey man, you gotta corral old boy, man. Where the military?
And then on top of that, on top of this with the military, on top of that, he's also removing the troops from Iran. You want to attack Iran, and then you want to have the boys home by Christmas. First of all, time out. 20 seconds. That's way too abrupt. There's no way you feel like that we're going to be safe if they are. So the reason that he want let me break this down a little further. The reason that let me put it in. So the reason that Donald Trump wants to attack Iran is because they are stocking up on weapons. They are stocking up on other things to attack us. Right? That's why you want to attack them. I understand that. Not a problem. But you want to attack them right now. And you want to also pull our troops out before you're out of office come January the 20th.
Sound like some burn.
And both of those are set in motion. This is the terrible part. Both of those are set in motion.
He didn't sign the papers. He didn't sign the papers and say make it happen.
He's trying to make it
Hey,
happen.
man.
Now, he was talked out of attacking Iran. He's been talked out of attacking Iran. I can say that. So we don't have to worry about him attacking Iran, but we do have to worry about him pulling the troops, because he's saying, all right, I ain't going to attack them, but I'm still bringing the troops home. But if you bring the troops home and we left wide open, because right now I think it's like 4,000 troops over in Iran, and then they want to leave.
I don't know. That's a Shamian question. Hey, that's a Shamian question.
I hope she's in the comments. I hope she's in the comments right now.
She did. Yeah. She said, can't give something he's never had. Trump never had a plan. This is crazy.
God, yes.
Shamian, active military. Let us know how many troops over there. Carey on.
So this is, and that is for you, those of you that don't know, the plan of, that he's supposed to be transferring to Joe Biden, so Biden can, be brought up to speed as to what's going on with COVID-19, the surge in the increases within these different states, and it's not even in different states; it's everywhere. So that's what that was referring to. Now, speaking of COVID, Jeremiah, I know you guys are familiar with him. He is also battling. Jeremiah is battling COVID-19, and many celebrities have reached out, sending their thoughts, prayers, and love to him and his family. And Diddy even jumped in and was like, you know what, this ain't looking good, so I'm gonna send some of my doctors. Diddy, what kind of doctors you got?
Hey man, Diddy got that. He got extra serum. I'm trying to tell you, he got the hyperbolic chamber. He got all that. You already know. Diddy been working on that reverse youth serum for a long time. I'm certified and believe. He said, man, I'm gonna keep dancing. So I'm gonna make it happen. Charmaine said no one in Iran, but we have some in surrounding countries.
Okay.
Thank you for that update. So Jeremiah, they said he is on the respirator. He's on he's on a ventilator. But the thing is, they still putting people on ventilators, and we've been told almost at the top of the year that the ventilators was the wrong treatment because they were treating the wrong thing, and said the ventilators were collapsing people's lungs. So why are we still putting them on ventilators?
Okay, so let me break that one down.
They put Fred the Godson on the ventilator too, and he was out of here.
But see, you got to look at it like this. The virus attacks your immune system and your respiratory system. You got both of them shutting down. You can't breathe, and then there's some other things that they need to attend to too. But they need you breathing. Yeah, and so they need you to be breathing in order to do that. If you're not breathing, it ain't no need in working on that. So that can wait. We just need to get you breathing first. And so that's how they're like fighting it, even though it's not fighting it. However, doctors are now coming forth to say, look, we're overwhelmed to the point where people are dying from other stuff other than COVID, but we're overwhelmed with COVID. And this is what I was afraid of. This is what I think everybody was afraid of with pre-existing conditions if they don't catch COVID. If I don't have COVID and say I go to the hospital for a stroke, I'm less likely to be attended to the way that I need to be attended to, and I could die because they have so many COVID patients that are not breathing, that are having further complications that they need to assist. It's so many of them. It's overwhelming. So when people say the hospitals are being overwhelmed, think deeper. Think if I am having a baby and they just come over and they pop the baby out and then that's it. No, if I'm having a baby and now I start to have
gotta go.
I would be, but
gotta go.
Why would you do that?
Gotta go.
Why would you do that?
Good job. Congratulations. Gotta go. I got 3,500 COVID patients over here. Happy baby having. I got to go. What a doctor goes. Happy baby having.
Oh my God.
Gotta go.
Yeah, that's exactly. But see, that's exactly what's happening.
Happy baby having. That's what they gonna say. Hey, but you that's real talk about and I want to say prayers out to my whole family. Says shifting gears. You hit like the nail on the head. My uncle had a stroke, is in a hospital, and contracted COVID, and this all has happened. This happened in the last week or so. So prayers to the family, and it's not looking very good. So just prayers and support to my family, my aunts and his kids and all of that. So so the COVID thing has created a complication because people can't come see him, and you're all alone. You're dealing with the stroke. Bleeding on the brain, and it's a lot going on all at one time. So,
and the decision making that comes along with that. If you can't make decisions for yourself, and then there's nobody there with you, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, it really does tough. Make you feel some kind of way. But there's more news. You guys keep it locked right here. Morning Coffee Swig.
I
can't believe you said that.
Gotta go.
Hey, it's a holiday. I got foes on foes and they out of control, yo. Hey, this another way. All my hitters on go, and I hope that you know it. I can't even close my eyes, and I don't know why. Guess I don't like surprises. I can't even stay away from the game that I play. They gon' know us today, yeah. Hey, can I pop this? You tried to put me in the bubble, but I popped it. Switch the genre on you, do a rocket. I got the biggest song, check the charts, sis. I don't need them. They wanna know if I be last done. Even if I started flopping, that be fashion. Popping up in movies, ain't no Nazi, this ass done. I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Hey, it's a holiday. I got foes on foes and they out of control, yo. Hey, it's another way. All my hitters on go, and I hope that you know it. I can't even close my eyes, and I don't know why. Guess I don't like surprises. I can't even stay away from the game that I play. They gon' know us today. Man, I snuck into the game, came in on a horse. I pulled a gimmick, I admitted I got no remorse. Nobody tried to let me in, nobody opened doors. I kicked them down, they didn't have a choice. Dun, 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 they tried to next me. Ayy, but I'm blessed, ayy, no flex, but my checks giving vetties, ayy, and I'm sexy. They wanna sweat me, pop star, but the rappers still respect me. They wanna know if I be last done. Even if I started flopping, that be fashion. Popping up in movies, ain't no Nazi, this ass done. I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Hey, it's a holiday. I got foes on foes and they out of control, yo. Hey, it's another way. All my hitters on go, and I hope that you know it. I can't even close my eyes, and I don't know why. Guess I don't like surprises. I can't even stay away from the game that I play. They gon' know us today, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I never learned to say I be ballin' anyway. God don't make no mistakes. God don't make no mistakes. I never learned to say I be ballin' anyway. God don't make no mistakes. This life is give and take.
Needed something wavy to get my point across. I work for myself, so I guess I work for a boss. Look up at the scoreboard to tell you who took the loss. Aim it at your Adam's apple, turn it to applesauce. Yeah, Captain Turn, Peter Street in the motocross. Last one with Def Jam, but I'm still going off. And it ain't about my masters, I've been owning mine. Had a wife from mad at me cause I know Farrakhan. And you know this is a hit, Barry Bonds. And my shorty gonna ride me like a Peloton. Sophomore year, I sold more crack than a windshield. Dunk contest, jump over a lamb and did a windmill. They asked me how I feel, I told them never better. Smoking on op, I roll more else than Pelly. I stay fly, yes I'm fly. Land on Mike Pence, I do some stupid shit. Don't let them dog me like Mike V.
Never learn to say. I be ballin' anyway. I don't make no mistakes. This life is give and take.
Don't let them make you feel away. Could've freed more if they only knew that they were slaves. Man, we gotta get away. Man, your boy done caught away. You should hear the way I say.
Talk to them people.
Man, y'all don't even know the language.
Man, I ain't finna do no lame shit. This a yacht and that's a long way from a slave ship.
How they control our mind? How they control us though? How they get it so emotional?
You think you Nat Turner? What you want the folks to know?
When Larry Jackson called, they let Frank Ocean go.
Middle name Mandela.
Me and mama sold dope together.
I can hear Helen Keller.
Since 15, now I've been a felon. A felon can vote spread the message. Exhale acapella.
I still throw my diamond up.
Oh, you still reppin'
Rockefeller. Me and Dame in the studio, diamond up. Me and Biggs in the studio, time is up. Woo. And I bet they feel away. 13,000 niggas, I don't know where to stay.
I never learn to say. I be ballin' anyway. God don't make no mistakes. God don't make no mistakes. I never learn to say. I be ballin' anyway. God don't make no mistakes. This life is give and take.
MWA Music.
Powered by IBNXRadioNetwork.com.
Check it out.
Next 100.
On y'all workout kick. Yeah, bring back on that workout kick. Y'all, some of y'all on y'all workout kick. We know that. And since you were on your workout kick, we're gonna let y'all know yoga, Pilates, weight training. Depending on what your needs, we got a personal trainer, the Fitness Remedy. It's called the Fitness Remedy. I believe Ari is a name. Give them a call, 678-237-9258. That's 678-237-9258. The Fitness Remedy. Make sure you give them a call and give her a call, and so they can design your personal workout. The Fitness Remedy to continue your workouts and get yourself together. We talk for a living, we speak for a living, and since we do that, I like to give you guys a word of the day. So let's get into that. November 17th. Today's word is an adjective. The word is fulvous. Fulvous. That's Fulvous. 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 Of a dull brownish yellow. We talking about fall colors right there. Didn't we say something about fall colors yesterday? Tawny. I never heard that. So fulvous has never been a common word. You are most likely to encounter it in text from the 19th century, unless that is you care about ducks. In that case, you might know about a kind of whistling duck called the fulvous tree duck, which is a brownish duck with a long neck and long neck and unusual world distribution. I don't know what that means. World distribution. It lives in isolated populations in North America, South America, India, and Africa, remarkably without geographic variation. But back to fulvous, it shares its meaning with its direct ancestors, the Latin word fulvus, and fulvus itself is believed to possibly share an ancestor with flavus, Latin for yellow. let's use this in a sentence. The dog had an unusual coat of fulvous fur with black and white splotches. I plan to visit the pine barrens to marvel at the fulvous leaves rioting to autumn frenzy, whatever. So yeah, it's fulvous. It's not a common word, but it's another way to say a dull brownish yellow. That's, I mean, to find one word, I guess, to describe three colors or two colors, brownish yellow. Can't be a bright brownish yellow. It's got to be a dull brownish yellow. It's very specific. Or you want a fulvous stuff. Now you learn a pointless word. This is what I do. I be giving y'all pointless information sometimes, or it's something that you can bring up, and you be like, oh, your face is of a fulvous hue right now, and try to describe exactly their skin tone, a dull brownish yellow. You're not quite high yellow. You ain't quite light skin. You fulvous. Somebody got a fulvous face. All right, man. Enough of that, man. For that, we want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Motivate you guys to expand your vocabulary. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph. Fulvous.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. All right, so y'all hear that every single morning, because I am a firm believer in people talking themselves out of greatness. People talking themselves out of opportunities. I sometimes do it myself. I can honestly say that I can second guess myself many times and then talk myself right back into it. It's almost like I have the person over here talking and then the chip over here talking, the devil and the angel. Some days I have that, and luckily I have some support around me that when I'm talking myself out of something, they say, no ma'am, come on back, you can and you will and you must and you have to, and this is something that you know that you want to do. Don't talk yourself out of it. So I say that after every day y'all hear the same thing. The only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. I don't want you to regret not doing something in life because you talked yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? All of the good things, all of the good days that you want to have for yourself, you got to believe that you will have them. Motivate yourself to get to that point. And when you do, it feels a whole lot better when you know that you earned something and worked hard for it. It's called the hustle of it. It's called the hustle. At the end of the day, it is a hustle to make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do so that you can still overcome the little small things that, like I said, that we try to talk ourselves out of, or the small things that we think are just a big old hill, or it's supposed to be a block in the road. No, it's a small thing. Calm down, refocus, regroup, and then get yourself together. Pull it together. Because again, you don't want to regret something that you should have done by just some little small things, and then you say, okay, well, that's too much. No, it's not too much. Not too much. Y'all gotta also realize, like, every little bitty thing is not always a bad thing. Sometimes those little bitty things that accumulate, you know, you left them. You left some open wires, loose ends everywhere. You forgot to tie them up, or you just didn't tie them up. You were lazy and you didn't do, and then you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So now you're having to double back, and then now all of a sudden everything feels chaotic. No, you got to realize, like, all right, it's the art of the hustle is to be able to maneuver through anything. Even with COVID going on right now, a lot of people that's working 9 to 5, some of them are okay, but the people that have businesses, entrepreneurs, maybe not okay like they once were. And those that have a strong pivot to say, okay, boom, COVID hit, My business is taking a hit. What else can I do? Now it's time to utilize some other talents. It's time to get motivated. Now I have to go into this with a different attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to work a lot harder than I would normally have to work because of this unforeseen circumstance. And it's a life or death situation. So yeah, you have to continue to work, and you have to, you know, supplement that income. You have other talents, you have other creativity levels, you have everything. But it can't, that's not for the weak. That's for the people that actually believe in themselves and are strong enough to feel that kind of energy about themselves to say, okay, all hell breaking loose, but I'm still finna do it anyway. Because I'm going to be mad at myself, more mad at me for not doing it than to pivot. Get my way through some of this drama or some of this chaos. See, I need to see what's over there. See, I'm nosy enough. I want to see what's on the other side over there, because it may be some good stuff. I got a good feeling about it. You know, only time I don't do something like that is when I got a gut feeling that something is wrong and I'm not ready. Timing is everything as well. But like I said, back to this pivot. At this point right now, it's time to pivot. If you know you're going broke, or you know you're just not, you know, making the income that you once used to make, and your hustle is not where it used to be due to COVID and during this pandemic, pivot. Do something else. Add to that. Don't wait for it. You got to add to it. You got to keep going. Like, this is, you're more powerful than you think you are. That's what I'm going to say. You're more powerful than you think you are. Those little bitty small things that you're complaining about, if you do less complaining and put more action towards actually doing something, I'm sure you can get a lot more done. Every day I talk about writing stuff down. It's tablets everywhere. Write your stuff down. If you know that you can do these things and you know that there's some other options out there, if you could spend an hour on the phone being real chatty with your buddy, then I'm sure you can spend an hour on some alone time trying to figure this thing out. Whatever this thing may be, whatever your thing is for you, your household, your family, you know, you got to figure that out for yourself. That's something you got to do. You got to be strong-willed about it. You know, it's some self-help books and some shows like this that you can listen to that's going to make sure you say, hey, come on back. This is what you need to do. But you have to do it for you too. You have to tap into that hustle that you have. I mean, everybody have a hustle of some sort. I will hope. If you listen to this show, if you didn't have a hustle and you listen to this show, I'm sure you got a hustle now. Some kind of way. Because we ain't that far in between. But the distance between your dreams and the reality of what's going on right now is called action. You got to spring into action. You are powerful. You can do it. You know, and this ain't me just being cliche. This ain't me just, you know, oh, she just saying something to pipe us up. No, I'm not. This is me being real. I don't care if you braid hair. It's time to braid some hair. It's time to do something to pull yourself together. Pull yourself together and pull yourself out of this rut. I know it's a terrible time and we're about to go back into shutdown. Don't let that make you shut down. That should make you be more creative. Get something out of it. Because it's going to happen anyway. If it's going to happen anyway, we might as well get something out of it. Whether it's more education, you know, more time with your family. If you know, because everybody's not hard up for money or, you know, for finances. You know, everybody's not hard up for that. But there are other things that you may need to work on or reconnect with. Like I said, your family, your significant other, yourself, you know, or the next quarter, the next idea, your parents, your siblings. Connection. It's time for the reconnection of whatever it is. Whatever reconnection means to you, that's what it's time for. That's my motivation tip today, is the reconnection. Write that down. Put a big circle around it. And then you list all the things that you feel like you need to reconnect with. It could be God, the Bible, church. It could be prayer. Whatever you feel like you need to reconnect with, write it down. And I'm going to do the same. And I'll try to post mine unless I feel like it's a little too personal. But if it's not too personal, then of course, you know, I'll post mine on my page and I'll go first. But write down the things that you know that you need to reconnect with those things, because there's probably something in those things that you need to reconnect with that's eating you up. The things that I haven't done and that I talk myself out of, they still eat at me. And I have to go back and do it. That's just me. I can't quit. I probably stop for a minute, but I always double back to the things that I know and feel that are important for me to finish from start to finish. So that's my morning motivation starter pack to you guys this morning. Make sure that you know and believe that you're more powerful than you think. And it's time to redevelop and reconnect to the things that that you thought were long gone. So this is your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph. To all my dreamers that still believe in dreams the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it, do it anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's time for ATL weather and other random
And other random shit. Yeah. Hey, man. You get excited every time you hear that tune. Ooh. So listen, man. Great morning, ATL, and happy Taco Tuesday. Oh, man, I almost messed up, man. You make sure you plug up that computer and keep yourself tight. Anyway, look, it is hoodie season. I represent hoodie season, of course. I am enjoying that. I am enjoying the fact that you can actually put on a hoodie. It's hoodie season here. Currently 46 degrees. Feels like 42. So don't get fooled again by the sunshine. Looking out the window, is actually cold this morning. It's one of these bus stop mornings when you're in school, going to the bus stop. Better put on a coat. The sunshine will heat the day up a bit. Expect highs of 61 degrees Atlanta and lots of sunshine. Just barely 61 degrees though, just barely hitting them 60s, like 61 degrees. So enjoy the sunshine. You can still get out there. You put on a jacket or whatever and enjoy yourself. Get active. Now, if you're active, you can wear a short sleeve shirt. If you're running or roller skating or doing something out there, riding your bike, you can get into it. You know what it is. So our random city weather report comes from Oniontown, Pennsylvania, y'all. Oniontown, Pennsylvania. Now, this is how bad my head is. Most people thought about the crop onion when you heard that, but I immediately thought, is this town full of onion booty women? A bunch of big old onion booties is what I thought of immediately. My head is bad. That's just another old school term. We talked about buku bucks yesterday. Now we're talking about onion booties today. Anyway, PA, currently freezing that booty off. 39 degrees in Oniontown and wet. Not gonna heat up much. Expect highs of 42 degrees today. Looking at a wet onion today. With 90% chance of rain, pretty much a foregone conclusion that it's going to rain. 90% chance you can hang it up. You go ahead, put on the rain boots and, your rain weather gear. Put on the gloomy, whatever, Tim's, whatever you're going to put on. Go ahead and do that if you got to get out there and do it. So shake it fast, Oniontown, Pennsylvania. And that is your ATL Random City Weather Report, a segment created and brought to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if you hear anywhere else, best believe they copy that shit. Big old onion booty. What you know about that? Steph? That's an old school term for you, boy.
Onion booty.
We talked about buku, but she got a big old onion booty, man. She fat as a
booty.
birthday cake. That's.
Man, I'm trying to cut that onion.
Onion booty.
I know about
it. Oh my God, that's for real. That is an old school term for you, man.
We said it all the way.
We need to bring that back.
Though.
Yeah, we need to bring that. I think we need to
bring
bring onion booty back.
Onion booty. Yeah. What's the song?
We can't have
that.
Onion booty. I definitely use it and I'll bring tears to your eyes when I cut that onion. That's actually a lyric from one of my songs. Yeah, so onion booty is a old school.
Yeah, Jason
term,
is not as innocent as he looks.
I am.
Your lyrics say what?
Clutching my pearls.
I know it.
Why? What? However do you mean? I'm not.
Make you want to cry when I cut that onion.
Bring tears to their eyes when I cut that onion. It's little clever. Play with it. That song is not very innocent. It's bad. That song is kind of raw. But you go search in the archives. It's called "Excuse
Y'all
Me."
go download.
It's on that now.
Y'all go download it.
Yeah, it's called "Excuse Me" on the Now and Never project. I should put that up. I think I'm gonna put that up later on today. But anyway, man, yeah. So we're gonna have a fantastic time today on the show. Are y'all going to eat tacos today? I have to remind y'all it's Taco Tuesday. Sometimes you gotta remind yourself. You be running around and be like, "What I'm gonna eat today?" It's Taco Tuesday, y'all. So lunchtime, wherever you want to go, Taco Tuesday.
I'm gonna find me some vegan tacos today.
Yo, I saw a post and I'm gonna find it today so I can post it for lobster tacos. Them Jones look so good. Like there was an image of them, like 3 lobster tacos. That Jones looks scrumdiddly. I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was a recipe or it was a restaurant here that does it, but I definitely saw. I happened to go past that online the other day. So
my chef
look out for that.
Is doing the nothing but guac. I gotta send you the
what is that?
on it, but so it's a guacamole that he makes from home.
Guacamole. That's another fun word.
Amazing. So I'm gonna do the guac with the black beans, the rice, the tacos, the pico de gallo, and just go in today. So that's probably going to be my entree. I'm gonna eat home.
Great morning, Aunt Sandra. The aunties is out in full-fledged. Hey man, listen, y'all gotta stick around even through the music. This is the thing. Johnny and ourselves, we curate these playlists on a daily basis. So I know that some of y'all just want to come here and hear us talk. We're ATL's number one podcast style morning radio show. Of course, I know y'all want to just hear us talk, but stick around for the music. Stick around for the music. I see the numbers fluctuate sometimes during the music. They be like, I'm gonna go do something else. Hey, stick around with us, and don't forget that you could also, those of you that listen to us on TuneIn, we appreciate y'all worldwide that listen to us on TuneIn. Make sure you hit us on social media on Morning Coffee Swig and let us know y'all listening. But also, those of you that want to watch us, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're across the board, but make sure you go out there to that YouTube link and share. Hit that share button. Sharing is free. All y'all that listen in silence. There's mad people that listen to us in silence. Mad people. Like they don't comment. They listen faithfully in silence, and I appreciate y'all. I ain't saying y'all gotta say nothing. I appreciate y'all listening, but I just let y'all know I know y'all out there, so we appreciate that. Keep it up. We're gonna go to a break right quick, and we'll be back. You know what's coming up. We got the Edge coming up and some other things. It's the Morning Coffee Swig.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Number one for hip-hop and R&B.
You know what I'm saying? All day, all night.
Just look over your shoulders, honey.
Yeah, I know. It's been a minute.
Just look over your shoulders, honey. You need me. Just look over your shoulders. You need me. Just look over your shoulders, honey. You need me.
I wrote my first bars in the car with Stacy. How bizarre, my battle scars at large will lace me. Big marbles and I lead this new generation, boy, don't argue with us. Marvelous beat selectors, authors, and novel spitters. And it's all for the literature. And it's all for the hideous, the nastiest flow, the chlamydia. I ain't afraid to say I need you, oh yeah. I promise I'll never leave you, oh yeah. My life is like 12 open mics of hopeless notes I write for show. My folks shoot like soon as the flow get nice. The poltergeist that scare MCs. My prototype forever read my share of D's and RIPs. You know my type of style is like my everything. Apparently my appetites they famished. Bite no hand that feed the culture. Vulture die and bleed. Focus, hold his thoughts and dreams. Control his pen. Look over your shoulder. Boldest lines and rhymes and things. Devote my time and mind. It seems I'm supposed to shine. Remind them king. Provoke the blind and bomb the fiends. The pros, the cons, the diamond rings. Unfold with time, but I will bring the soul divine and cross between what's yours and mine's. The gold, the green, the rose that show just what it means to grab your cord, divide the weed and fly before my vocals. For hip hop, look at my Ziploc bag full of goodies. You Chris Rock, hit the pookie and stops his poop socks. Baby, you a hell of a drug. Just look over your shoulders when they f you over. It's love, I know ya.
bars and I spit them like darts till they puncture your kidney. You trash, and it don't matter how much you gon' try to convince me. You gon' make my gun cock and talk all of the way up. I'm the Buddha, the Alibaba, the believer or maker. So pristine that dice roll from under my sleeve when I shake them. So rude, I'm so ice cold, but I'm what you need to just rake them. All them crowns and medals on the wall waiting for me to just take them. When I arrive, my theme music got a pound to it. And when I leave, even my shadow got a sound to it. Cause I'm the god of the heart of the martyr, the father. I spit a saliva that's leaking the lava, completing the saga while meeting and greeting and beating you. Completely conquer, extremely barking the new. You see me, you deeply carve up a new. Believe me, graffiti your armor, you heebie, you GB, bikini, your brother. You give me pity, now give me this other, but treat me and greet me, you meet me with arms up. So sweet when I speak heavy, it was deep, I was sleep, now the God's up. Upholding the fundamentals while most of get most are rental. Focus on what's most essential. Spit bars to provoke your mental. Do I have your entendimiento? While I clap these raps like thunders. Look over your shoulder, boy, and wonder.
This is the most human iPod out this smoke, okay? He can go all day, all day, all day, all day.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Ooh, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Ooh,
my baby, why you treat me so cold? You put me out of the side of the road. I had my own thing going way before you came along. Now it's 3:45 in the morning. I've been calling you.
Spill drinks on my clothes. She throwing hands about some my DMs trying to be low. I gotta go, I got goals, I got shows for show. They outsold, I don't sell my soul sell, no parasales. My paragraphs jail with life real. Life no real, I persevered from out the lion grip. To my defense, you just offended cause you ride the bench. I'm siding with God, riding with y'all got me in problems. Finding my flaws, I feel it force, I'm built for it, fortified. It ain't 1954, ain't shit, boy. One hand, John Hancock, want a signature? Send the coordinates, drop a pen, I'm feeling immature. Centaurs rumbling through the forest, check your temperature.
Through the maze like lab rat or an Indian in the field with a hazmat. Running away from smallpox, pack a light backpack. Stack up your Andrew Jacks till you come back like clapbacks. No cap, no capitalist, billionaire back tax. No black Batman counting Benjamin Affleck. But once you get that money, they gon' say you don't act black. I said I might be light skinned, but I'm matte black. I know many mooches like Cab. They like to use us like movers and Ubers and cabs. Uncle Sam is the one that really could use a hijab. It's hard to face it when you used to using ghost faces. I could hardly blame my people for confusing bags. You should brag, I refuse to beg. I'm a howling wolf, pull up in that chest reckless. Who's your dad? I know my freedom papers ain't my payment stubs, but how could you blame it if it chasing tugs?
You always leave, mentally drowning, eventually. Her mind's on money, my mind's on greed. Yeah, you're enticing, yes indeed, yes indeed.
I had you up early in the morning.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee swig on ATL Next 100.
Get your ass out of bed.
Troy Taylor, you the GOAT.
Heard ya here on a rebound. Bet you want me to put the beat down. In the group text with the team now. Spill it, then we feel it, then you leave out. Why is it every time that we say we're done? We always in and up, back at square one. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that won't do. Told me that last time would be our last time. Guess you like breaking rules. Girl, I can't act like you. I'm the only one that's confused. Cause I gotta do better with the choices I choose. If you're looking for closure, don't take your clothes off. No matter how hard we try, we can't say it's over. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. You know we just gon' do this over and over. Over and over. Over and over again. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. Over and over again. It's a catch-22. Cause when we win, we lose. I can't get over you and over getting overused. Overdue over time. Overnight, over mine. Out of sight, out of mind. Getting out of line. Feeling like we back in time, rewind. One shame on you. Fool me twice, that won't do. Told me that last time would be our last time. Guess you like breaking rules. Girl, I can't act like you. I'm the only one that's confused. Cause I gotta do better with the choices I choose. If you're looking for closure, don't take your clothes off. No matter how hard we try, we can't say it's over. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. You know we just gon' do this over and over. Over and over. Over and over again. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. Over and over again. Baby, we just cannot close that door. What we got right here is too real to ignore. But when you take me back, it's back and forth. We can't spell closure unless we're sure. So let's be sure. Let's be more. You can be mine, I'll be yours. Oh, oh. If you wanna make things right, baby, just take my advice. If you're looking for closure, don't take your clothes off. No matter how hard we try, we can't say it's over. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. No, we just gon' do this over and over. Over and over. Over and over again. Going in circles. Keep going in circles. You know we just gon' do this over and over. Over and over. Over and over again. We going in circles. Keep going in circles. Over and over again.
Over and over again. That's Trey Songz with Circles off the new album, Back Home. Shout out to Trey Songz, man. Shout out to my man Jason Ford who put up the mural for Trey Songz in the city of Petersburg. If you're in Virginia, 2 up, 2 down, in the Central Virginia area, 804, make your way down there, take a picture, especially if you're a fan. Awesome, and shout out to Jason Ford. Follow him, Jason Ford, the artist. That's my man. Oh yeah, before I get into it, this next segment is brought to you guys by JR Cricket South Cobb, featuring 3 65 deals like $3 domestic beer, $5 Tito's and Jack Daniel, crab legs $10.99 a pound, and more. Takeout and delivery available. Also a heated patio for your dine-in needs as it gets cooler. Also a private patio featuring the private patio party of up to 25 people. Call 678-305-0225. That's 678-305-0225 to book your private patio party. And it's an awesome way to, you can't gather at home and you can't watch the game at home. Well, you got live sound, you got a DJ, you got live game sound, you got the televisions, you got the game, or whatever you may want to put on the screens and enjoy a private gathering, just not in your house. How about that? That's 4479 South Cobb Drive, Smyrna, Georgia, JR Cricket South Cobb, black owned. And you're gonna need to go back by there and check it out. So every day I'm gonna tell you something that's on my mind, something I've been feeling, something I've seen, something I may have experienced, and it's what has me on the edge. So let's get into that. So we have been talking about, Steph's talked about COVID-19. We talked about people passing away, or people just being sick. We talked about quarantining, and people are alone, or people have lost jobs, or maybe struggling financially, and we need each other right now. We need each other right now, and some people, they don't have the opportunity to be next to their family, friends, and loved ones. But there's something I want to talk to you guys today, and it's because it's something I am seeing or have seen. Emotional equity. Emotional equity, love equity, if you want to say emotional love equity. I think that's how I was putting it. I think you build that up with people over time. And the little things that you do with and for people builds up that equity. I think throughout your life, you're building up equity with other people. When you call them for their birthday, or hey man, I'm gonna drop everything. It's your birthday. I'm gonna go out with you. Or hey, just want to check on you. Or hey, I heard you going through this. Let me just be there. I want to just listen. Or calling people on a regular basis just to check on them, like your family members. Hey auntie, how you doing? Or hey unc, or doing things. Somebody graduated, hey, I'm gonna send you a little piece of money because congratulations, send you a card or whatever it is. I think all of those things build up some kind of emotional love equity over time. And why that is important is because it's a currency that you may need to cash in. You may need to cash in at some time. If you ever been through something, and you wonder why don't nobody call you, don't nobody come by, like you done bought a new house or something, you live way out, but don't nobody come see you ever. Man, don't nobody come see me. Or you done move out of town and don't nobody come down to visit you, or come up to visit you, or come over, or whatever. There ain't nobody thought about coming to see you or sending you a housewarming gift or nothing. You know why? Because you ain't built up nothing. I think it's important. That's something that in our family was taught to us at an early age. I remember my mom and dad being like, hey, call your Aunt Mary, call your Aunt Team, send you up. We stay at Aunt Sandra's house. Y'all see Aunt Sandra up here? Aunt Sandra, like, she my aunt, but like another mama. You know what I mean? I spent plenty of nights with Aunt Sandra, and my Aunt Barbara, and just you got different relationships throughout the family, of course. But I also think all of that is built up love. They showed you that love. And guess what? These people could call me for anything. Anything. Or something going on, drop of a hat, I'm there. It's some people I know, family and friends. Something happened to them, that's what's up. And I'm not being a jerk. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. It's just, it ain't built up for me. I don't really feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, and I don't do it, you don't do it for that, but I don't really feel like the shoe was on the other foot, it would go down like that. I feel like they would hit me with it. That's what's up. It just ain't built up. No hard feelings, no love lost. But I think that this stuff is, you build this stuff up. Friendships, you just listen to somebody, and you encouraging somebody. We talk about that on here all the time. I think all of that builds up this equity with people that is a currency that you may need to spend at some point. So I think that it ain't too late. Take that time. Start building that up. You may have a little cousin. You may have a uncle or aunt or something. Like start the day. Start the day. I have an aunt that started kind of late. But she had some time, and then a couple years in, she done built up a little bit. Because I don't know, she had an epiphany or something, and she came in and started just being more involved and being more connected. Because I think that disconnected, I do have some aunts and uncles that are totally disconnected, and it's just like, I know you my aunt, I know you my uncle, I know you my cousin, but that's about it. That's where it stops for me. And so emotional love equity is important, because you don't know when it's you in that COVID hospital, when it's you down on your luck and ain't nobody coming to check for you. Why? Because you ain't built up nothing. You ain't built no relationship. And it's like, man, sorry for you. It's hard. Hey, man. Too bad, man. I hate to hear that. But I ain't got nothing for you. And that's what it is. And that's real talk, man. So, and that's what has me on the edge. You know what I'm saying, Steph?
Oh my gosh, that was so real. That was so real, and I think that's yeah, you did. And one thing that I can say is that I always made sure that I think I got like 10, maybe 15 nieces and nephews, that I was never that aunt who, oh yeah, hey, such and such. You done got so big. Where were you? Because I remember the aunts that came around. I'm grown now.
Yeah.
I'm not being represented here, am I? Like, I don't know your personality. Like, is you being mean to me because I'm younger, or that's just that's just your level of whatever. But I man, that is so real. So if something ever happens, good or bad, because you don't want to come around with somebody done, hit for $100 million, and then you're like, oh, hey, Niecy Pooh.
And it comes. This is the thing. People don't build up that love equity, and then they get mad when it's no love. Your kid graduate, you done sent out 100 invitations and don't nobody send nothing back. You sent out the invitation because you want to get a card back, a gift or something. It's like, I don't know this little boy. I don't know this little girl. I ain't. That's cool. They graduate. That's what's up. Applause. That's all you gonna get. Some applause. Or you get married, and now you send out invitations too, and you want people to RSVP, or you want people to show up or send you a gift or whatever. Nothing. Crickets. Why? Because you ain't built nothing up, and now you want something. Beat it. Yeah. Housewarming gifts. Oh, I sent everybody. Hey, I got a new home. Here's my what's it called? I'm registered over at Amazon. So what? So what? Don't tell me you registered at Amazon. You should have spoke. You should have smiled when you came to Thanksgiving. You sat over in the corner and ain't talking to nobody. No.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm going through tough times. That's what's up. Man, you gotta build that. That's something you gotta build, man, and I think that's important. But I think people don't really think about it until it's time. Like I said, it's graduation. Your son done graduate. You send out invitations. Don't nobody call you back, or you don't send out thank you notes. Things that nature. It's things that you do to build equity, and so people think about you.
They will contact you for tickets or signing, or they want to know who you gonna sign with. They want to know firsthand information, and they want to be there, and they want to get the photo out.
I know. But where was you when he was struggling with math in 7th grade? Right. You know what I'm saying? Where was you? Don't come holler at me now. So again,
when he needed football shoes.
It's a lot of stuff. But anyway, man, that is just that's something we want to get into.
That's a whole.
We got to move on. Yeah, it is a whole coffee talk.
I don't got mad.
You got mad. You got mad just now. She said, I got hot. I done got hot with y'all. That's crazy. Anyway, man, domestic travel is going to be all the rage, man. Yeah, of course, COVID shutting down, so now your cities are shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So you might have to do something in your own town. Hey, do something in your own city. So we like to highlight that here, and it's called the Local Swig. What you got for me today on the Local Swig, Steph?
All right, today's Local Swig is going to be brought to you by the original El Taco. No, not the original El Taco. Real Tacos with 2 R's. Like, real. Have you ever been to this Real Tacos? That's the name of it. I'm serious. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I can't possibly make this up. Real Tacos is the name of this spot. Yes, you can go there, get tacos, margaritas. They got catering. They got the, what is it? Cerritos. Somebody told me. It's not on here, but somebody, yeah, what is it? Cerveza? Okay. Cerveza? You know, no.
Ceviche?
Right, so,
ceviche? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not. So they have the fresh, all of that stuff is fresh. They have the fresh in the roll with the veggies. They try to make sure that everything that they cook is fresh, which is dope. Because you know how you go somewhere and you can see the burrito that's being dipped into the stuff? The soup?
Dipped into the stuff?
Then you got to say it like that, because then people know what you're talking about. See, if I start talking like the menu, then people ain't gonna know what I'm saying. But y'all know how you see it. We've seen it all over Facebook where they have the burrito. It's called the burrito tacos, where you have the tacos. You can set it up yourself, but then you dip it into a special sauce. They have it. So if you've been looking for that, they have it. They do have, you know, regular meals and family kits that would include like 2 side items. So you can, one of their family meals that you can get today on Taco Tuesday feeds anywhere from 2 to 3 people. So they say that's probably 4 to us. That's 2 tacos, a pound each. That's too big. 2 side items, a quart. And then of course you get all of the side items and stuff that comes along with it, and you get it in like containers. And then you can choose any 2 meats. It could be the chicken, the braised mushrooms, but they have a pork tampo, grilled chicken adobo, grilled fish, pork carnitas, grilled beef. So yeah. And then of course you get the 2 side items, steamed rice or baked beans or something like that to go with it. Try this out. This looks real authentic. I don't know. It's giving me authentic vibes. I even want a real taco myself, and that is with 2 R's. Why I'm saying it like that, it's with 2 R's. So this is a spot to go for Taco Tuesday. You can go to Real Tacos at RREALtacos.com. That's RREALtacos.com. Check them out. See if it's something, you know, on here that you guys would like to eat or try out for the first time, because it looks like it's a first time kind of ordeal for me in my case. This was going to be at 106th Street Suite, and that is Suite 110, Atlanta, Georgia 30308. I don't know why I didn't make this bigger so I can see. That is 106th Street Suite 110, Atlanta, Georgia 30308, and this is Real Tacos.
Oh my God, Real Taco, man. Go out there and check out the local, something that's local in your area. If you have some local place that you want us to highlight or you want us to go attend, please send that in to us, man. Go and you can tweet us or you can hit us on the Facebook page. Hit us directly and tell us, hey man, y'all need to check this out. Send us a picture, send us an address, whatever. We'll go by there. We'll talk to the owners and things of that nature, man. But if you have a local restaurant, that's another thing, or a local event or something you want us to feature, local business, let us know. Don't go by, hey man, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, 2 of the biggest brands in the world, still putting out new commercials. Why aren't you? Who are you not to put out one? That's my question. So the thing is, holler at us and we'll make sure we put you in front of our audience, our replay audience and our live audience. It's time for us in the first hour. We always give you a swig of news. The second hour, we bring you our top stories, and we call it our top swigs. What you got for me this morning, Steph?
There's always been a fuss, fight, and argument between iPhone users and Galaxy users. I wouldn't even say Samsung.
Thank you. Galaxy users. Thank you for saying it correctly.
All right.
Android is a user platform.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is. It's just the platform.
Nah.
But all right, so check it out. iPhone 12 just came out. But there's a problem with the mini screen. They got a bigger problem, and the problem is many people are trying to return the phone because the screen does not allow you to put your code in because something is wrong with the screen. So whatever that issue is, they have yet to rectify it. So there is a serious problem with these iPhone 12s, and people are sending them back in. iPhone users, y'all don't have a leg to stand on right now.
Hey, like with anything, there's the first wave is always some trash. We're seeing a lot of trash technology. I think COVID and got into these technological companies too. The Xbox blowing up, the PS5 catching on fire, iPhone ain't working. Hey man, there's COVID and got over there too. That's what y'all get. Y'all rushing out. Look, y'all done rushed out to pull out y'all other phone and take a picture of your new phone. And y'all done got so y'all done rushed to do that just so you be like, I got that new 12. Yeah, your 12 ain't. It's a what's it called? It's a file 13. That's what it is. Trash. It's a file 13. Trash. Moving on.
Many people are raving about Chadwick Boseman's final role that he played in Ma Rainey's. And the first look you can have the first look on YouTube. It's on IndieWire, and I think they may have it on some other platforms as well, but you can go and check out the trailer. I watched the trailer. I probably watched it 3-4 times. Can't wait.
What was that?
Viola Davis is starring. Okay,
hold on. So, run that back. What?
Yeah, I was about to get all the way into it. Okay, so Chadwick Boseman's final role, he played on. It's called Ma Rainey's.
Ma Rainey. Okay, okay.
Ma Rainey. She's a blues singer from long time ago, somewhere up in there. So Viola Davis is Ma Rainey. Wrote by Denzel Washington.
Oh wow! Okay,
this is a Denzel Washington film. Okay, so but check this out though. Viola Davis, she might have out Denzel on a Denzel film. She's gonna get an Oscar.
Huh? She went in.
She's gonna get an Oscar.
Is it out yet? It's out.
She got a mouthful of gold teeth. No, it comes out November the 25th. Yes, when I say the character that she's embodying, you do not see Viola Davis. You do not realize that this is still Viola Davis playing this role. She embodied this character like it was herself, and she is the new Ma Rainey, like in the flesh, Ma Rainey. She had the gold teeth. She did the moves, and this I have never seen Viola Davis outside of her element. But what I can say is that she is one of my favorite actresses. Oh,
because you better give it to him.
It's going. This is way too much. I can't even stop. But she's one of my favorite actresses because she is not only she's strong. She has this strong presence. She can get on a film and say nothing, and yet the first name I'll say is, oh, Viola Davis was in it, such and such. Like, she has a strong presence, her work ethic, her body of work, the roles that she chooses, and her energy that she brings to each film that she's in is just amazing. So I think for sure that Viola Davis, Denzel Washington, and Chadwick Boseman will all walk away with an Oscar this year. With an Oscar, all three of them. Of course, there are others on it as well, but
y'all tripping in these comments.
It's good. They mad. They mad. They don't want to.
They tripping about these this technology. We talking about the technology. They tripping.
Oh, okay. Oh Lord, the iPhone and the Galaxy. But the mouthful of goals is what got me for Viola Davis. All right, moving on to other news. Okay, People's Choice Awards. I didn't get a chance to talk about that on yesterday. People's Choice Award. Jennifer Lopez took home the Icon Award. Tyler Perry also received the People's Champion Award. Tracy Ellis Ross accepted the Fashion Icon Award. And those three I am proud of. Those were all, it's no negating any of them. Tracy Ellis Ross really is truly an icon just herself. And a fashion icon, she's underrated, but obviously not too underrated. It's like I feel like people don't give her enough credits or enough praise for everything that she does with her charisma, her comedy, like her comedic personality. I mean, she's just an amazing actress as well, and influencer and personality, and she can style her butt off. So yes, the Fashion Icon Award goes to her. Tyler Perry received the People's Champion Award. Sir, I thank you for everything that you do for the community, for the culture, for the industry. You are simply amazing, Tyler Perry, and this is from the Morning Coffee Swig. I had to get that out there. It's Tyler Perry we're talking about. Like, that's bae. Y'all know that. It's bae. All right, so moving right along, investigation has been launched on the officers, and they are placed on leave after a video shows them in Michigan, like 5 of the officers, 5 Lansing officers, pinning this black man down to the ground in a violent arrest. Now, an onlooker filmed for 4 minutes of them just kind of like tasing him over 7 times, punching him in the head, saying all kind of like crazy things to him. It was really bad. And so the body cam footage, as well as the viral footage, the footage that the young man took, I think his name is Brandon, posted it to Facebook. And once he posted it to Facebook as a witness to the incident, it went viral. Invaders they're now investigating the situation, and those officers were placed on leave. But it is bad. Like, some of these, videos, when you look at them, you're just like, okay, it's 5 officers with a man that is cuffed and that's already on the ground. Then there are other officers that's surrounding and they like watching. And to me, I kind of feel like, it's back in the days, when you would sit and watched, a gang of white men kind of jump on a black man, and it was nothing that you could do about it. These days, there is something that we can do about it. I used to hate reporting of these incidents. Somebody has to do it. Whether you're doing it anonymously and being, hiding and trying to make sure that you get it on film, propping the phone up and going to get active, or whatever the case may be, but we need it to be on film because there's something wrong with the body cam. Now, speaking of body cam, this is my last story because I know I'm running over time, but there is body cam footage of a gentleman, an officer, saying that the black people were the worst race ever, and that we were basically animals. He's now been fired. So we don't have to worry about that. I'll post more about that story on Morning Coffee Swig page, as well as the Michigan incident that is now taking place. This happened on yesterday. So of course this is going to spiral, into many prominent outlets like CNN, Fox, and NBC, and they're probably trying to figure out how to portray it in the media, but I'm telling you what the real is before y'all see it. I'm telling you now exactly what happened, and we're going to post it on our page as well. So that is your Morning Coffee Swig of news for today, and of course I'll be bringing you more stories on tomorrow. And if there's anything that I didn't get a chance to talk about or discuss, make sure you guys shoot me a DM or a message and let me know, hey, we want to hear your input on this, that, and the third, and I'll bring it to you guys. But until then, see you guys tomorrow with more news.
All right. Appreciate that, Steph. You know what it is. It's about that time, Steph. We got to get into this thing.
I'm nervous.
It's time to sit around. It's time to sit around. This ain't that bad. It's time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab your coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
This is. It kind of seems like we got a theme going on today. We're talking about, it's the fall months coming, they're here, fall/winter months here. And it's funny, my mom said that the falling of the leaves, she said that grandma used to say the falling of the leaves is hard on people, or something is her saying. I don't know what it is. She said a lot of people pass away during this time for whatever reason. October on, people are having challenges. COVID, people are in the house. People have lost wages, lost jobs, lost family members. So this right here is important. Well, I don't know if it's important, but it's something I want to discuss. I can't. So, what was I saying? Oh, so you check on your depressed friend or family member. Check on your depressed friend or family member. And now the reason why I'm saying that is because, and I don't know if this is you, but really where the discussion comes in here is, how does one disregard challenges that they don't identify with or understand? Because I know that in the past, it's been, when somebody talking about they depressed, like, oh man, you just need a sandwich. Man, you know what, you get a couple dollars, you can be all right. But depression, I gotta say, depression is real. I've been around enough people that have suffered from things like this. But this thing might need, I'm saying this is my conversation with y'all, and maybe y'all can be kind of therapeutic to myself, Steph, as we talk through this thing and kind of talk about your own experiences and who you experience with people. But how does one not disregard the challenges that they don't identify with? Say, I don't get depressed, never been depressed, I don't see how somebody could get that low and not get out of it. I've seen it happen, but it's hard for me to identify with it. That's just one of those things. It's really like a confession from me. But how does one not disregard those challenges? Because depression is just one. It could be anything. Someone that's always lonely. You know what I mean? They be like, oh, I'm lonely. I don't understand that. I don't understand loneliness. What you talking about? You lonely? I have no clue what that's like. I can't even fathom being lonely. Don't understand it. So this is kind of like a calisthenics. Like, how does one deal with that stuff? I ask you that question. How does one not disregard the challenges that they don't identify with? And you can choose one. And why this is also a good conversation is because this is something we're dealing with in this country, where there are people right now that don't identify with racism. And some of them until now, until it was in their face, didn't understand what that was. Like, I don't understand people getting mistreated like this. It don't happen, or I don't understand it. So that's my thing. That's my question. I want to ask you, Steph, help me out here. Give me some input. Not help me out, but give me some input here. How does one disregard these challenges? And I started with depression. We stay there. We start there, stay there. It doesn't matter. But depression is one of those things. It's like, word?
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to you. I don't even know what to say to you to help you with it. I say, hey man, go to therapy. You just don't know what. How do you not disregard?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
That point, I'm gonna start there. First of all, when you notice changes in your people, which are, your family members, your friends, your significant other, when you notice certain changes in them, that is a telltale sign. That's a clear indication that something is not right. Now you automatically know that something is not right. So you don't know whether it's their depression, you don't know whether it's PTSD, or you don't really know what the situation is, but you do know something about them has changed, or they're not feeling in a good place. They don't look like they're in a good space, or they're saying things that sound sad or unusual to happy saying. Okay, so I'm saying all that to say, even if you've never gone through it, it's not really hard to see it in somebody else when things change with them. If my mood changed, yeah, you got an attitude like, what's going on with you? You good? Everything all right? But if it persists, and now I got an attitude, I'm bitter, I'm snappy, I'm not doing the things that I used to do, I'm not my normal happy self. At this point, as a friend, it's time to be real with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, what's going on? And I'm gonna tell y'all, for those that have never dealt with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, or anything like that, this is the way that you find that out. When a person is the people that's close to you, I'm gonna speak on the people that's close to you. When the people that's close to you are not their normal self, you have to step in and say, okay, something is not right with you. What's wrong? How can I help? If it persists, then you need to say, okay, friend, cousin, you may need to go see a doctor and see if it's somebody else that can help you during this situation. Men battle this a lot, but they learn how to cope with it. Many women don't learn how to cope with it because we have 63,000 other things on our mind and agendas to do. Not to say that men don't, but women are a little bit less, we have a little less capacity emotionally. So our emotional capacity is already overwhelmed. So it's hard for us to come out of more emotional trauma. Because we don't know what the situation may be, especially dealing with family members. I could be dealing with a family member situation, and next thing you know, I just gave birth. Now I'm about to slip into a depression.
How the next thing you know you gave birth? It's like, it's a surprise baby. What is this? Immaculate conception?
I mean, not a surprise birth, but I'm just saying, like,
she's like, next thing you know, I gave birth. Wait a minute.
Now, next thing you know, I give birth. But see, this is the thing. Once I give birth, a lot of women slip into PTSD. And it's postpartum depression. A lot of women go through that right after they give birth, and they don't even know what's going on with them. They don't recognize. Some women don't recognize that I'm in a not so good place. Like, I am sad. I am feeling lonely around 1 million people. I live in a house with 10 people and I feel lonely. I feel sad. That is a form of depression. That's another form of depression. And again, like I said, men go through it as well, but they learn to cope with theirs way different than men. And it's glad to see nowadays, more men are being vocal about, when they feeling depressed, or when they know they have anxiety, because anxiety can push you into depression now. Sometimes, more than likely, if you have anxiety, you battle with depression as well. So it's like a twofold here. Now, if I and answer your question, if I know that a friend of mine may be depressed, then I'm gonna go around them the happiest. I don't have any drama that I need to bring to them.
Just but yeah. That's my question. So you're saying going around and happy? Is that your answer to how you not being disregard? Because a person who doesn't identify with it at all, that don't understand it. I'm just using this as an example, but it's a bunch of other things out there. But if you don't identify with it at all, how do you not disregard it and be like, man, buck up, chum. You know what I mean?
Because you don't buck up, chum, somebody that could possibly be taking medicine and croaking over in 2 minutes. What you do is you acknowledge it. Because once you acknowledge it, now they have to identify with it and say, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because I may be in denial about it to myself. So that, that may be my way of coping with it, to say, I'm good, I'm straight, You know, it's gonna go over. I'm good. I'm straight. But then you may say, Steph, you not you right now. What's going on? You need to take a couple. You take it. You know, take it down a couple of notches and kind of regroup.
Take it
you
down a
haven't
notch.
been yourself. Yeah, you haven't been yourself lately. But when you tell me that, you know, what you mean? Because I'm gonna get defensive. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna get defensive. What you mean? I'm me. I ain't got nothing going on. You know, da 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 da. I get the and
shaking the neck.
Yeah, but see, then that's you realizing that it is something off with me, and that I'm defensive about something that I normally shouldn't be. I wouldn't have got defensive had it not been true. So that's when you'd be like, I feel like you kind of depressed, or you going through something that you don't want to talk about, and you bring it up to me. And when you bring it up to me, when I'm done with our conversation and I'm to myself, then I can reflect. It's showing. I'm showing. I need to get me some help, or I need to, whatever it is, I need to let it go, or I need to figure out some kind of way to make this, you know, work. Or whether it's going to a doctor, speaking to a doctor, a therapist, or something, or someone
I would venture to say.
Comfortable with.
I would venture to say in this question also. I think people like, say, even myself in the past, I'm not so much like this now, but in the past may do damage to people that are going through something like this that you can't identify with. You know what I mean? A person's struggle. Like, it's a bunch of struggles out there that I can't identify with. I'm staying on depression, but there's a bunch of them I'd be like, word? That's a problem?
But see,
and you know, like, word?
Having did a psychology class, Jason, you don't have to directly.
And again, I ain't like this. I ain't as much like this now.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to directly relate to someone else's struggle. Everybody's struggle is different. Because you may have a sweet struggle. I mean, tastes like Kool-Aid. Lick it off your hands.
Wait a minute.
And yet, my struggle may be to you so minor, and, you know, the mediocrity of your struggle baffles me.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so the struggle may be completely different. It's just like when you're listening to music and you hear a woman, you know, talking about a man done her wrong and this, that, and the third. You identify with that situation, although you've never gone through the heartbreak. I identify with Keith Sweat at 6.
But again, that's a level of empathy that you have, you may have that others are lacking. So I guess we're talking about building empathy. I think we're talking about building empathy. I think there are some people who don't have it at all, and there are some that have a little bit of it, and how important, I guess that's another question, how important is empathy? Because and I haven't gone through this, so I don't know anybody I may be speaking to somebody right now. What is the damage when you are going through something, or going through depression? Someone out there that has been depressed, let us know. You going through something and it seems like nobody gets it. Does that just put you in a deeper hole? Does it make you more depressed? Does it make you mad and make you want to come out of it because they don't get it?
All of
has
those.
It broken up families? You know what I mean? I don't know what happens when this happens. What is the damage? I don't know what the damage is. What's the build? What is my build? What is the build I'm getting?
The damage is creating more self-doubt and heightening those manic depression modes, or those moments where you feel so helpless that I no longer choose to be here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are...
Yeah, see that right there you go.
But
that's
one. It's all thoughts.
What is that? I don't get it.
Okay, to reach the level of suicide, you have to been going through something for so long and hiding it, and you know you just smiling all the time. You just smiling, but yet inside you are dying. You know, you crying on the inside, but yet you're smiling on the outside. That is more than likely learned at home, and the parents don't know that that's what they're teaching and that's what they're giving off, and that. You know, could internally tear a person down later, further on in life, because once life started hitting you, now you add more into that. Especially if you grew up in a household that was not affectionate, or that you didn't feel, you know, feel love and the connectivity of, you know, having a family. Like if it didn't feel cohesive to you as as a child, when you get older, you just don't care. At least you think you don't care until you start caring, and then the people that's around you, everybody have families and lives and love and relationships that are going well. And then you look back and you just like, none of my relationships have worked. Nobody stuck around. What's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? So now it has a direct effect on how you deal with relationships growing up, and situations too. Not just relationships, but situations as well. Some people like me, I'm stubborn. It's hard for me to get over anything, and that's not good.
Listen,
if I cut you off, I never want to see you again.
You have said this before, and now that you know this, you got to get better. Now that you know this, you got to get better.
I still ain't done nothing about it. Sorry.
Yeah, I need you to get better.
But you mentioned something. I don't want to lose this. Okay, so you mentioned something about like not having empathy or something like that. But this is the thing with that. How would you feel if you was going through something and nobody said nothing but they knew?
Well, because the thing is, for me, I don't expect nobody to say nothing. I don't expect nobody. I don't really expect. It's most people. I don't expect you to be there. I don't expect nobody to be there or feel me or understand what I'm going through from Jump Street. Now, I have my struggles there. It's very few. It's probably like one. But I don't expect nobody to really get it. And let me say, I say nobody.
But hearing you say that sounds hurtful.
Not many people. I can say I can count them on one hand.
But hearing you say that sounds very hurtful. Like it sounds sad.
It ain't just sad. It's just I feel like that's just how life is.
That's an IDGAF.
Yes, truth.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, what is that? I gotta identify that, and I'm working on it. I'm working on identifying that very thing, the IDGAF. What is that? Because it's strong in me. That is. Ooh, that's strong in me. I'm
gonna tell you, it took me to have a child for mine not to be as strong, and it took my child to like get me right together. And he's a man, so for him to say some of the things that he said to me, my IDGAF, now I kinda GAF.
Hey man, y'all gonna have to look up the acronym if y'all don't know what we talking about.
And also, it's some self-love in that too. Like, a lot of people don't identify and don't know what self-love is, right? So, in situations they give,
but I think people got to get there
to other people. Yeah, that sends you into depression. And that creates anxiety in a lot of things. Like self-love is
one question.
The number one key to that, especially amongst both men and women.
Men and women. So I got a question too to those that may have gone through this. How does it make you feel? Because you just asked me that question. I guess how does it make you feel when it seems like nobody gets your depressed? I did look up something on betterhelp.com. They have something, what to do with someone you know has depression. And then I'll get to these comments. The most important thing that you can do if you know someone who has depression is to make sure they know that you are there for them and support them. Depression is a disorder that thrives on isolating people and making them feel worthless or hopeless. By asking questions about what they are thinking and experiencing, you are creating a lifeline that may help your friend or loved one while they are seeking help and treatment. So you kind of said that, just being there. Like, some people just don't know what being there means, but this is asking questions. I think we got to the root of that, and we've been talking about that a lot. I know I have been talking about that a lot. Asking questions, because I ain't really a question guy, but asking the right questions, and let them be a listener instead of you coming in. And I think that's where people mess up too. They always want to help. They so gung ho to help. They come in talking. Like, I think if you're trying to help somebody, shut up. Like, ask a question and listen. I think that's what people need to do. And a lot of times, I know for me, any challenge, anything I'm dealing with, a lot of times I don't need you come in telling me what I need to do. Be like, you know what you need to do. That ain't what I need. I really probably need you to listen and maybe respond to what I said. You know what I'm saying? And then if I ain't said enough, I'd be like, listen, am I being clear? Help me word what I'm saying here. We do have a comment here from Tia. She said, my level of empathy came from years of therapy and learning to look outside of myself, actually listening to people and try to understand where their hurt stems from. All hurt stems from somewhere. When dealing with others will require you to be selfless and open to understand the why, which she's exactly right, because that's what we're talking about here. I experienced depression and did not show it a lot of times because I did not show it. No one checked on me. I honestly had to make myself get help because I realized that I'm no good for my kid when I am this way. And I think that's probably, I know that probably happens to a lot of parents or a lot of seemingly strong people. I might venture to say, we ain't get strong friend. Well, but this is what I'm about to say. I almost venture to say that we need to make it normalize asking the person that you think that has this strong image. That's the person you need to ask, hey, what is bugging you right now? What is bothering you? What challenge do you have? I think we gotta normalize asking that question. Every person, like your dad, your mom, anybody that seems like they got everything really strong, I think we gotta normalize asking them. And they go first time.
I might be uncomfortable.
Well, the first time you ask them, they might not answer. That's what I was about to say. The first time you ask them, they might not answer. But I think we normalize. Keep asking them. Ask them again. Be like, you know what? You always ask me that. Why you always asking me that? And then you get a chance to tell them, but listen, I'm asking you because your challenge, you might not be, and your challenges may be different than everybody else's, but you may have a challenge that you're trying to deal with because you're strong or you handle everybody else or you take care of everybody else. What is yours? Tell me what your struggle is. You know, and that's the person that maybe that's what we need to do, and that'll help.
You know what?
That'll help us build some empathy.
I think you are absolutely right with that. And anytime someone asks me that, I'm always just taken back. But then that also, it breaks down another layer between them and me.
Exactly. Because we've been talking about that, about getting closer to people. Like, you've been around people for 20 years, you really don't know them. I think that's a qualifying question. You're asking a question that is like a key. That's like a key to a door. You saying, yo, hey, what you be going through? And somebody, when they ask you that, you be like, wait, what? Nah, for real. Like, everybody be going through something. You don't never seem like you be going through nothing. Like, it ain't got to be traumatizing, but what's your challenge? And if they that key might open a door, and they walk through that door, and now y'all closer. Like, I'm one step closer to you because you asked me that question. So I like that. May be, that may be. At that point, I like.
I mean, because people are like not bold enough to ask people how they doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they may be afraid that they can't help them. If I ask you, how are you, and I know something is going on with you, I can't help you, so I'm not gonna ask you, but I'm just gonna be around you in hopes that you be all right.
I think you just said it, though. I think that's the problem right there. We always like, how you doing? How you doing is such a generic question. You say that as a hello. It's so generic. So that's why I said the question is going to almost have to be very specific. Be like, what you be going through, dog? For real. Like, even a homie to homie. You be like, dog, what you be going through?
I think more men need to ask more men that. I think men need to, and women need to, not even just men need to ask more men, but women need to ask men too. Like, you all right?
But I'm also giving the fellas a little game.
Good, like, you good mentally. Are you okay?
I'm also giving these fellas a little game. You dropping some gems. That's a little. It may not be a first date question.
My inbox talking about how you doing, because I'm gonna tell you that.
Might not be a first date question, fellas, but that might be a question like somebody you've been around for a while. But like, hey, shawty, you always be like, you be straight, or you always helping everybody else. That's, look, I just slipped into myself. I was like, hey, for real, what you be going through for real? When I slip into all Richmond right there, like, nah, for real, like, what you be going through? Like, you always be taking care of everybody else.
You sound like you macking though.
It do sound like, but that's what I'm saying. It's may not be a first date question, but it may be a question you ask a little later. Be
okay, I got it.
Yo, Shaw, you be struggling. But anyway, that's our coffee talk for today, man. We have these conversations message to start the conversation with you guys, and you go out and have the same ones. Hey, you sitting in the house anyway. It's COVID. You sitting in that. Some of y'all states, y'all sitting in the house. Y'all staying to yourself. You on the phone, you banging the jack more than you ever would. Now y'all got something to talk about. Be like, hey, let me talk. Hey, guess what they was talking about on the Morning Coffee Swig this morning? This was Coffee Talk. To remind you guys of that, don't forget that if you missed the show or if you had to run out or something, or you came in late, the Morning Coffee Swig episodes are also available on Spotify. I think they're gonna go on Mixcloud too, but they are available on Spotify and all social platforms, iHeartRadio. So if you want, like I said, Atlanta's number one podcast style morning show, man. You want to listen to us? Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Castbox, whatever you. Hey, man, they out there. Wherever you listen to stream things, you want to go back and listen to the show. You want to hear the morning motivation. You want to hear any part of the show that you didn't hear, like the meat of the show. Go back and listen and share it with a friend. Like, hey man, y'all need to check this out. It is today's holiday, Steph. Let's get into before I do that, let's get into Gold Talk. You got a Gold Talk for us today?
Gold Talk. Check on your peoples. Check on your strong friends. Those that keep saying that they all right, or those that take care of everything, or just in general, the people that you want to connect with, just connect with them and say, hey, how you doing? I just want to check on you and make sure you are right. Not just, hey, how you doing? I want to check on you and make sure you're okay. Do you need anything? You need to talk? I'm always here. That is the most beautiful thing a person can hear from someone.
All right. It's National Take a Hike Day, so go out there and take a hike. You know what it is, man. We got to get out of here. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out.